Well, here we are. It's turn 99 and it is a new recording day for me, which means we are taking stock of where we are and just looking at how bad this situation is. There's a few things we need to address. Firstly, we're in last in pretty much every single one of the victory conditions at the moment. I am 20 techs behind Byzantium, 19 behind Phoenicia, and it's a similar amount for everyone else. Russia is equally bad, but that's kind of an outlier at the moment. Culture victory, nowhere near. Domination, nowhere near. Religious, nowhere near. Diplomatic, nowhere near. And at turn 99, having 28 science and 20 culture per turn, this kind of reflects the absolute bloodbath we have been in just to survive. But I think we have now survived. Survival has been achieved. But how are we going to win? I mean, I think it's very unlikely that we are going to win. I think we're going to see a winner in someone like Theodora. The difficulty level is just too high, but we have to play assuming like we have a chance. Let's just go for it at the end of the day. Let's just say, hey, maybe we can do this. Maybe this is possible. If we are going to survive this, we need more cities. Currently I have 2. That is not good enough. I mean, we've got 7 cities, 8 cities, 8 cities, 8 cities, 10 cities, 4 cities. We need at least a few more. And as you can see, I've been planning in my downtime. There is a bit of a fidget spinner I can make with a dam that's going to make 3 core cities in this little floodplain with some very good aqueducts. And we also have industrial zones, which will be unlocked very soon. But where do we go from there? Well, that's something I can actually crack on with this settler that I stole, and then I've got enough gold to buy another one. I'm going to let Major King Kong tick along one more turn, put down the district, which I believe I am going to prioritize picking up diplomatic quarter, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I need envoys. There's a few different priorities I need. Akkad has got to be a priority for me because I need to be able to blow up walls regardless of whether or not they exist. At the moment, Byzantium just has medieval in all of her cities, but that is a false sense of security. These will become Renaissance wars very soon. You may also note that Phoenicia, 24 turns of friendship on that one, 23 on Russia. So we've got a little bit of time. We've also got 13 turns until the Congress ends, and we currently have melee +5 and production at -50%. So there's a few different priorities for ourselves. I'm going to send Armani over to Akkad. Akkad is very much needed. Rapa Nui can be taken back. It has disappeared briefly with a trade route. Akkad actually, and a horse, if there's a horse and a spit, these are the sort of things that we should be doing just for the envoys. So spearmen, horsemen like that. Let's just get those cracking. All of these builders are going to be used to rush all of the districts while I keep producing units. Units are very, very important. Now, Guberman is trying to fix stuff at the moment, and that is fine. But if I go for machinery, what is the best upgrade for me next? I will go for apprenticeship to unlock man-at-arms. Now, that will give me a promotion that will make my Jaguar warriors no more powerful at attacking, but they will effectively gain +15 defense, which is a huge difference, and it means they can actually stand up to knights. So that's what we're going to hope. Then we'll go for mathematics, and then it's a case of building my science up so I can unlock gunpowder into military science. And I think a line infantry rush is probably the most success we will have here. A lot of pillaging will be needed to make this work. A lot of units. We'll try attacking as we can. Lahore, I might actually need to keep, which is really bad because I do want to liberate that one. But ultimately, it's just one of those things where if we need the loyalty of this area, I might just have to accept that it is mine. As much as I would like to be an environmentalist, at the moment, Urs is having to go absolutely ferocious on his optimization. So we're going to start cutting things out, making sure Guberman actually starts growing. Growing is very important. Speaking of, there's a pasture. We've got 2 pastures now working in this city. Still selling things as well. As the AI needs to buy stuff, I'm letting them. I mean, iron will be important, but gold is more important. Here is the aforementioned trader. This will go to Rapa Nui, take the city-state back, give us an effective +2 combat strength. If we can get 3 or 4 city-states on side, that sort of combat strength boost will be absolutely huge. We also need luxuries. At the moment, I only have 2, and space is very limited. We're not going to be able to really do much about this until we start taking territory. Then our combat bonus will start to spiral pretty quick. So lots of builders are going to start making their way south so that we can really start to improve all of these new city spaces that I intend on improving. There's going to be a lot of districts that go down here. In fact, actually, Guberman can put down a district, and there's a +5 campus available to us. Yeah, I'm just taking the +5. We'll get a couple of builders over, and what I'm going to do is kind of the same strategy that I often use with Wonder Builder China, where we don't use any of the city's production, just builder charges to rush this stuff through. But we should have enough builders here to get all of our districts done without needing to compromise on using my production on anything that isn't units. That's what I'm hoping anyway. We'll see if that transpires to be correct. It's all of the knights that run around. It's all of the muskets as well. Byzantium have just just got really tough units, and these Jaguar warriors are very powerful at attacking. They are not very powerful at defending. Defending is a real issue for them. Right, here we go. City-state is back on side now. Brilliant. Boudica does work on medieval units, and I believe that's fine for man-at-arms. Once we go to the musket, we're going to need a Renaissance-era great general, so maybe I've got to save up some faith here. I mean, Venetia and Vietnam are really producing a lot of general points. Maybe the barracks I've got to rush. Basically, I need everything. Everything in this game is needed at the moment. There's nothing I don't need. I do have a double firing crossbow now. Now that is useful. It's not very good against cities, but against units, even with Byzantium's crazy combat penalties and bonuses and all this sort of rubbish, I can do some pretty decent damage, so that's good. So this is the sort of production juggling I'm doing. My city is working on a granary, but what I do is switch in the campus I'm building, pop a charge on it, and then switch it back. Hey presto, two things at once. Okay, there's apprenticeship. I'm able to juggle a couple of units here just to take little pot shots at the encampment in Lahore. It's stopping the walls from being upgraded, which unfortunately, as predicted, has started to happen. So we do have Renaissance walls now popping up around Byzantium. That's fine. We expected it. It just means we need to make sure that we take a CAD. Then we can just ignore the walls. It doesn't matter at that point. Time to get a little bit of infrastructure, and I think let's get this aqueduct finished. And again, you're going to see me using a lot of builder charges to do all of this, like a lot. But we stole them all for this exact reason. At the same time, we'll just produce some more warriors because we've got 10 turns for the next session, so we might as well make use of that. Campus is coming along. Look at this. In the middle of war, it's still being built. It's quite good. Now all I need is mercenaries so that I can upgrade some of these warriors. It's only 150 gold, but the 20 iron is a bit of a problem. So mercenaries will be quite beneficial because, yeah, my iron supplies, they're okay. I do actually have quite a few iron supplies. That's not too bad. It's just that I've been selling all of my iron. Add as much production to this as you would like. There you go. Military engineering boosted. Golden age achieved. Not that I was really too worried about that one. Here's the beginnings of an industrial zone. This is an array that we will be proud of. We're actually able to lay quite a bit of damage on this encampment. Yeah, Lahore would be worth quite a bit of extra combat strength, and it would actually separate out this city, which would be very easy to take, and then I could kind of bisect the little wing of Byzantium's empire off. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to keep giving this a try. So a little bit of a combo here. The campus is now finished. It gives me era score, but also finishes recorded history. And with that very useful card, we're just going to put serfdom away. Now we've got natural philosophy. That'd be quite handy. And I'm going to temporarily give myself equestrian orders for more iron. We're going to start stockpiling it now. I'm not far off mercenaries. Can we kill this musket? It's kind of encroaching on my lands a little bit, but it's got a lot of attack power, and I think it could probably one-hit a lot of my very promoted units, so I don't necessarily want to take the risk. We'll get a couple of little pot shots off, but I think I'm going to pull a lot of my units back. Now I've just come up with what I think is a bit of a genius idea. Fountain of Youth. This thing heals units every turn, regardless of whether or not they have moved, if there's a source of fresh water. Now, there's obviously quite a lot of water in this area. That combines really nicely with Moksha, because I can give Moksha laying on of hands, and that means any unit that stands around the Fountain of Youth will automatically heal at the end of the turn, which means I can basically stand on these tiles and shoot things and never have to worry about ever dying. Is that not just the cleverest idea? I think I'm a genius. We'll see how this goes, but I think I am going to compliment myself heavily here. Anyway, time to rush an industrial zone without actually building an industrial zone, because we're still building units. I think I'm gonna build 2 more catapults and then we'll focus back on melee units. Byzantium's using a trebuchet to attack my fortified unit here, but they're not doing any damage. It's just standing here laughing. So yeah, go on, man. If you just want to endlessly attack me, that's fine. If you're wondering about how this is all rocking out, though, currently Byzantium is rocking a plus 20 combat bonus on melee troops. This is why I'm having a distinct difficulty with attacking them. Unbelievably, it's turn 105 on the hardest difficulty mode, and we're only now settling our 3rd city. This is absolutely appalling. Alex Frost, welcome. We're busy playing catch up and you are invited to the party. Okay, my units are being attacked, but it's just one after the other, and well, I'm able to just sort of shuffle my units around and not let any particular person die at any one time. This is good. Oh no, a big eruption. What a shame. So sad for all of you. So sad. Right, I've actually got quite a few units that can attack here. Can we get a kill or 2? Let's give this a go. I think we're gonna get close. Move you to there. Okay, that's one musket kill. Brilliant. Go 1 attack, 2 attack, pull you back, have a snack, and yeah, there we go. All of the faith is all very, very handy. This is basically the only way we're ever gonna get a great general here. Industrial zone in Major King Kong. Finished. Let's also now start to build the aqueducts, because don't forget, this also improves Major King Kong. Oh, that is a musket-wielding Barb clan. We've got to keep an eye out for any Barb clan we can, because this is a really, really good way of getting cheap units. Another one down there, actually. I don't have any niter, so I couldn't heal any of my muskets, but that's a small problem. I'm not too worried about that. We'll be able to fix that in due course. Oh, we'll keep on firing at this encampment. Let's just grind experience on our units. Make sure nothing else goes on in this area. Look at this. We've actually got a really, really large army in this area. I'm just getting ready to be able to attack with it. But I am spending my gold a little bit because I'm going to buy myself a single satellite in Guberman. Now I'm going to send you down there. This gives me just that little bit of an economic hub. Just pretends. It pretends I have an economy just for a second. Pushing forward a tiny bit. I may regret this very quickly. But you never know. Maybe I can hold this position. Maybe. I've got 4 turns left at the Congress. Oh, no matter. No matter. This sort of stuff will get done pretty quickly. And as you can see, yep, our districts are getting there as well. We're actually running out of builder charges. Unbelievably. To start making my own builders now. Byzantium's gone up to like 500 military strength. I think it's mainly because they've levied city-states, but we should keep an eye on that. I would rather it wasn't just them producing more units. Okay, good. I risked the crossbow, which actually got way lower in health than I thought it would. If I thought it was that close, I wouldn't have bothered. But I risked the crossbow in order to give myself an opportunity to pull the musket into that encampment, which has worked. Now I've got a CAD. Now a CAD means that I can break through walls with melee units, which is very handy. And oh, I've got mercenaries as well. So equestrian orders, that's all fine and everything. Feudal contract, again, fine and everything. But I want professional army and retinues. We are going to promote my units. I have very little gold, so we need to make sure that all of my gold is stretched as far as it can. See if we can get the kill and capitalize on this, what I think is a bit of a miscalculation from Byzantium here. 4 movements, so I could go in theory 1, 2, and then 3. That's interesting. Why have you got a swordsman? Have you run out of niter? Oh, they have run out of niter. That's interesting. Looks like the AI has either been building a lot of troops or they've had their niter pillaged. I'm not sure which way around it is, but never mind. 1, 2, and then with my beautiful 70 strength urban warfare Jaguar warrior, that's 3. Encampment broken, musket killed because it was sat inside. That is really, really good. And we're going to just start promoting the most powerful of units. Now, these don't attack any harder than my other regular units. They have so much more defense. So much more defense. We want to see as many of these on the front line as we can. Trebuchets have unlocked. Knights, is that the next thing to do? Yeah, probably. I did unlock niter, but I didn't actually check to see if I had any of it. I've got so little land, the chances are pretty slim. I do have 1 source. Huh, that's actually better than I'd hoped. All right, I just need a builder. If we can get a builder, then we can utilize it. I think I'm gonna have to do some pillaging for some gold here. Pillage! Everyone's favorite time of day. I think liberating Lahore first is gonna be the play here. That will turn my +4 advantage into a +6. Okay, now suddenly we have a peace deal. That's the first time I've actually seen a peace deal. This is really bad timing because suddenly, as expected, Byzantium is now running line infantry, and I mean, this is gonna rip me apart. I can't do that. That's too strong. I think keeping my army alive here, making peace until we ourselves have units that strong. We're not a million miles away from this. If we do that, maybe we'll have a chance. But right now, I'm gonna have all of my very powerful units just evaporated by line infantry. It's so tough, so tough. And my army is not ready right now. It is not ready. We need to just get our economy going. So I'll take the peace. I mean, what we might be able to do is ask for a bunch of stuff that at the moment Byzantium doesn't value at all. Like, she doesn't know what uranium is or aluminium. She kind of knows what aluminium is. She's willing to give me quite a bit, you know. I can ask for 1 of everything just so that the AI stops offering me really weird deals. Yeah, okay, there's the peace. I'll take a bit of peace. This actually gets rid of my war weariness in my capital as well, which was really bad. So this war is not over. This is not over at all. But now we've got time. Now we have time to, you know, just declare on our own terms. So we've denounced just then. World Congress is ending. We're not going to be able to build any more units, but I've got the army I need. It's just not upgraded yet. So this is fine. Okay, right. we've got a trebuchet. Yay. Now we have time. We have time to do stuff, to do proper stuff, like build a granary and a library and barracks. Actually, we're going to get stables instead. Nope, we're not barracks. It's whether I wanted siege or melee, but I think melee is going to be my best bet with a CAD. City number 4. Welcome, Pala. Again, we should be just about ready to go with a lot of this stuff. I'm just going to chop out a monument nicely for me there. Brilliant. Again, we'll get this aqueduct finished. As soon as I can change my government around, I'm going to put the builder card in and we'll start producing builders. That will help me finish industrial zones, which is a big thing that I need just to get my economy going. We can also get some campuses, some really good campuses around. I mean, there's a +3 in Pala, a +2 available in this city, which I think we can improve. I have hope. I have hope for a lot of these cities. We should be fine. Oh, that's rich coming from you. Actually, I'm going to lie to Byzantium. I'll take your diplo favor. I can sell it. World Congress. Give me another trade route. I desperately need gold. And can we have no generals? Let's ban generals. Probably not going to get banned, but if that does happen, that'll be really, really useful. Yes. Okay, now this gives me time to make a bunch of faith to buy a general out. We'll see if that works. Probably won't. It's probably hoping for a bit much. Surprisingly, I did not win that aid request. That was, I was distracted. So the more and more I wait here, the more and more Byzantium is looking like a bit of the final boss. Cavalry and knights and line infantry. Russia is much more on my technological level. They're only 5 techs ahead. I think we're going to have to pick on the weak here. So what I'm going to do is set up for a crazy attack on Russia. Previously, one of my biggest allies. But don't forget, they did attack me all that time ago. Now, the chances are Byzantium will attack me, but I think I'm going to have a little bit more luck here attacking Russia than I would just sort of trying to do my own thing. So this is what we're going to try and do. Again, big, wild, risky plays. That's the only thing that we can really get away with today. Such is the level we are behind. Such is the magnitude of the job that we have to claw this one back. We are going to have to just make big moves, big plays, hope beyond hope that this can actually sort ourselves out. Look, 2 libraries being fixed here. That's good. People are going to start denouncing me. I mean, the Dutch don't like that I'm not trading with them. I have no access to the sea, but they can be angry all they want. That's fine. Civil service. We can do alliances if I want. I mean, Dido is exactly the same thing. Dido is actually a slightly easier target for me than Byzantium is. I will want a military ally at some point. Russia is actually allied to Phoenicia. I think I'm going to have to pick one side or the other. Phoenicia has cores. Is that because you had the great general, or is that because you have researched it? Forms a core. Yeah, no, I think it's just El Cid, but still. We take over Russia. We take all that land. Then we go back up to Byzantium. I think we can afford to make Phoenicia an ally in order to... Actually, no, they just have to be a friend. As long as they're a confirmed friend, they won't declare on me. Oh, this game is just like, how many endless wars can I run? All of them is the answer. The answer is just always all of them. Okay, sort the economy out again. Serfdom, in you go. I should put retainers in. The war weariness I've got in my capital isn't really getting... In fact, actually, that's got worse. It was -5. Now it's -6. So who knows? Anyway, but it's still +3 happiness, but that is a really important city for me. I don't want to have to keep dealing with that for any longer than I have to. There's an envoy mysticism I missed. Whoops. We'll get that one. We'll get theology. We'll keep going through. Start pumping some builders out as well. We'll start rushing these districts, using the production in my capital to improve all of my other cities. That'll do. Oh, I wish I could just press the declare war button, but I cannot. No, I'm unsure if this is actually going to stick. I don't think it will. But Russia has an ally in Kamasi, and we know how much I like Kamasi, but if I take this city-state over now, more visibility, it's pretty safe, and that's another +2 combat strength. At the moment, we're rocking +6. It's not enough to get past the Deity plus bonuses, but hey, look, if it helps, it helps, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4 trebuchets, a bunch of man-at-arms, and a whole fleet of units behind. I don't know if we have enough, but certainly you cannot accuse me of not trying. This is what happens when a World Congress can just go nuts with your troop building. And my builders are now arriving and giving well-needed production. All of these districts, but I can put around now. Onto Divine Right, which will give me monarchy, which I desperately need. Or I can sell a luxury to Russia. Let's do that, because, I mean, something might happen to them in 2 turns. You never know. My first golden age in so long. Oh my lord. This makes me so happy. We've done it. Gunpowder and Renaissance era. I didn't actually actually think we would be getting through to this age. Annoyingly, Russia has gone heroic. Byzantium is still doing ridiculously well and is golden as well, but hey, doesn't matter. What do we want to do? Exodus is useless for us. Reform is useless for us because we've only got one trade route. So it's either going to be Hic Sunc Dracones, which, looking actually at the continent split, maybe that would be useful. I mean, one thing we could do is go and settle kind of down here near Roriyama, which is a rogue idea, but it is possible. Or we'll go Monumentality. Monumentality is a little bit funny because I am saving my faith. I would like a great general. That is unlikely, but I would like to save my faith for that. Let's do it. Let's go Hic Sunc. It is very unlikely this works, but the +2 loyalty on all of these cities down there will actually be quite useful. Warlord's Throne as well. We're going to build that now. I was holding off for a little bit because, I mean, honestly, we weren't under any risk of conquering anything, but now we're doing a little bit better. Maybe. Where is this settler going? I would love it if we could steal a settler and then immediately use it for Hic Sunc Dracones over in this direction. It's very unlikely we'll make it that far, but hey, weirder things have happened. Actually, castles, I need to divert away from that and just go printing briefly because I'm gonna flip government in a second. 0 turns. Okay, both the Dutch and Byzantium have also denounced me, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything clever here. We have to just take this opportunity. We have to just go for the surprise war. This is gonna be terrible for grievances. Terrible for war weariness, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We'll see who wants to join in. There's actually 1 turn left of my friendship with Deity, so that was quite perfect. No one wants to join in. All right, that's fine. Don't worry. Now, I'm going to have to make a bold and dangerous play with my great general here. Move you to there so that I can bring very powerful crossbow unit to here. But actually, I might need to move... Oh, I can't move the great general any closer. That's fine. Let's attack. Good high roll of damage. Ooh, not quite. Okay, don't worry. We can still do quite a lot of damage to other units in the area. What I don't want is the Russia to panic settle. I'm hoping they won't. Get some attacks in, move my units forward, and here you go. The army was kind of ready on the border to go. This was a planned attack. So everyone charge forward, everyone get involved. The faster we can conquer Russia, the better. One thing I can't help but note, the trader, because of Kamasi, is on 9 culture per turn, and there's more routes where that comes from. So commercial hubs right now are just as important as campuses. Let's get this rocking. Bam, boost and boost. Excellent stuff. The world is going to hate me now. That's fine. This game has treated me badly the entire time. I can't complain. Russia's only on 82 strength here, and yeah, they've just basically given up on this settler. Fine. Move you to there, and now we can just make that attack, steal the settler. Amazing. Now we can even settle down here if we wanted, but I'm just going to go over. We're going to just take a chance. Can I even get over here? No, I can't. Okay, we might have to take a chance later. There is incense down here. Dido is still at war with Byzantium, and she's friends. I'm actually going to extend my friendship for 30 turns. This might slow me down in the long run. I don't want to take the risk of having that backfire on me. Okay, we're going to have a lot of problems getting into this city. Well, I hope that with enough attacks, we should be able to push through eventually. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, I need a CAD back. No! They want a Eureka for castles. Actually, I'm going to get that back next turn. Let's have a quick look at this. Trade routes, castles, shipbuilding, diplomatic quarter, engineer general. There's some stuff here that we can do. Let's see how dangerous the Russian counterattack with the city walls is. If they've got cores of field cannons or something like that, we might have a bit of a painful retribution strike here. Oh my lord. Yep, just 1 hit my trebuchet there, or 2 hit it, but yep, that's not fun. Anyway, Divine Right gives me the castles boost, which then brings a CAD back into the fray. So that's very good. Keep conscription on. Serfdom, natural philosophy. Oligarchic legacy needs to come back in. Charismatic leader, because we need as many envoys as we can get. Professional army. I'll put that back in for now. How bad is the attack? Actually, that's not too bad. 67 strength, but that is with urban warfare. Okay. Might need to upgrade to muskets to get any chance of hitting this one. The trebuchets from a distance can start chipping the walls away a little. Oh, and that was without the great general. Oh, that's not too bad at all. Okay, we've actually got more power here than I had worried about. Oh, I should have put the raid card in. Raid card would have been useful. Like, let's quickly go naval tradition and pick up the raid card. Laying on of hands. Okay, now my units can retreat back to Alex Frost and heal in a single turn. Okay, there are knights everywhere, but they are doing a lot of damage to units that are not really designed to take frontline. Yeah, like they're not doing anything too bad here. This is good. This is good. Just quickly rearrange professional army. We want raid in. I needed that card in before. That was a bit of a mistake not having it in, because now this man at arms for instance, can raid 3 turns of culture, which is pretty big. And there's knights running around, but now I've got very powerful crossbows that can pick them off with double attacks. There's naval tradition. Okay, I want to get to reformed church as soon as I can. Not only do I get craftsmen on the way, but plus 4 combat strength against somebody with a different religion is really good because I follow someone else's religion. Well, I did. I actually need Byzantium to reconvert me. Then we'll be good on that front. Okay, Byblos has been settled. I'm getting to the point where if the AI wants to make sure that it's settling around places that I was going to settle, I'll take that. Ultimately, I'll end up stealing all of their cities anyway. I'm feeling confident on that. You might think this is a slightly strange place for a city down at the bottom, but what it means is that no one else can settle around here. I will have access to the sea later. The city's loyal for now. All good stuff. Portland, I need you just to make sure that you get both sources of incense for me, please, here. Thank you so much. That is a +1 combat bonus for me if I can hold on to that. What are you going to do, Russia? What are you going to do? They're going to counterattack and kill a Jaguar warrior? Fine, that's okay. It's all good. I mean, look, we can start pillaging now. When I say pillaging, I mean really pillaging. 1 hit there, beautiful. Am I going to lose this man-at-arms? I really hope I don't. That's kind of my best one. All of my other units are kind of sacrificed in this area. Look, don't stress, Vietnam. This is fine. This is just retaliation from previous wars. Yeah, it survived. Good. This is great news. Really good news indeed. Attack, attack. Walls are gone. Pillage there. The printing. Now I've got a little bit more combat power. I want the first foothold. I would like to take this first city. Which city does the encampment belong to? Novigrad. Fine. Kill the unit. I think I'm just going to take it because this activates Warlord's Throne. And with Warlord's Throne, oh, actually quite a few bonuses as well. We now have 20% production in all of our cities, and because of my ability, conquered cities produce envoy points. Now, I don't really know how many envoy points, but we can work it out. It's either +1 or +2. I failed at working it out. But we've got 12 coming in at the moment. That's with a 50% bonus and charismatic leader. Let's keep an eye on it. Moksha, through you come. Remember, laying on of hands is still active. Just need a couple of turns to make sure that all of my units are leveled up or promoted, as upgraded as they need to be. But we don't need to hang around any longer than we really have to. Let's just keep momentum, keep moving. Of course, we shall rename the city Mushkin Mandeltort. Mushkin, there's a lot of stuff here. It's really good stuff as well, including some yields from Vesuvius. Ooh. Yeah, unbelievably, someone's called for an emergency, but ladies and gentlemen, this was always going to become a war against the world. Ursa versus the world. It's fine. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing, I say. I mean, when I say nothing could go wrong, I have just seen that Byzantium now has Curacao. It says core. It said, I mean, that just died. Ignore that. It's now an army. That's horrifically scary. We'll vote down twice. Maybe people don't want to fight. Maybe some people will vote against it. I doubt, though. No. Okay, here we go. Who's coming in? Byzantium is the only person joining in. Great. All right, let me just give you an indication of the sort of strength this Curacao has. 98. 98 strength. Okay. Oh, Miss Sattler was just about to go and skip through to that. Fine. I'm actually going to ask for a military alliance with Carthage. This is ridiculous, but I need the +5 combat strength because she is still at war with Byzantium. This was always the risk I was going to run. This was always the risk. But we had to take this sort of risk. We had to make big moves. Hopefully we can hold off. All I need to do is just upgrade my units at home just a little bit if we can. It's just the 42 strength on Guberman. That's what I really don't like the sound of at the moment. I'm not going to hold off the war against Russia though. We're going to keep pressing in for good or bad. Let's just keep attacking and see what we can do. The only thing I can think of is sometimes the AI gets a little bit confused and it just rushes for the emergency city without really attacking anything else. I mean, that's a possibility. The barbs are protecting me here. Sure. Okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not raiding anything at the moment, am I? No, but I will soon. What's going to be the best thing for me here? Oh, this game is just proving to be one huge hair pulling out exercise. I'm like, help me. Builders are not important. Professional army is important. Craftsman is a nice thing to have, but I can do without it for a second. Oh, it's the lack of niter is the real problem because Dido isn't selling. I'm gonna finish a knight in a second. That will help. Yeah, my cities are doing almost nothing here. All right, keep trying. We'll keep trying. So this arrow storm unit, my level 6 crossbow, might be my only hope against these powerful units. We'll bring it back and see if we can get stuck in at all. Victor. Yeah, Victor might be needed as well. Stick you in Guberman for a second. Mushkin wasn't going to rush a wall through, but looking at the invasion force on the way, I think it might be needed. Don't want to concern you, but I've heard news of what's on the way, and it's very, very angry. It's very angry and it's got a lot of weapons. One of the slightly worrying things as well is there's a good chance that Rapa Nui or Akkad could get attacked and killed in the middle of all of this war, so we're going to have to just keep an eye out. Yeah, Byzantium got my settler. Good, good, good. I can take like a single encampment down at the same time, but that's kind of the limit of everything I've got here. This is a river. Oh, so I'm attacking over a river, which isn't good, but it means my unit will heal, so I might as well just run in. Attack, 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 attack. This man at arms, yeah, actually, oh, we might even be able to take it this turn. 1 attack and 2 encampment falls. Right. Okay, which is the better target? I don't really know. It's all kind of the same, really. Man-at-arms are taking like 30 damage here. Oh, that took 30 damage, but it was also because he wasn't in great general range, so that's kind of my bad. Bring you back, that's fine. Niter is becoming more and more of an issue here. Where is Niter? I mean, there is some there, but I mean, the chances of me being able to get a builder out at the moment are slim to none. Military science, I'm just looking for a kill with a knight. I have a single knight around, and it's like any unit I can just get away with a killing blow on. That will give me so much extra science. Lots of pillaging though. 145 faith. Faith pillaging is really important. No, someone took it last turn. It was Kama. Literally last turn, I think. Yeah. Oh, I was so close to being able to make a run for that general. It's really important that I have an up-to-date general. This militaristic bonus makes it, I mean, yeah, okay, +5 combat strength, all nearby military land units, regardless of the unit's era, that's fine. But you need as many up-to-date ones as you can. Okay, right, at least Napoleon is really good with line infantry, so we'll keep working on him, but that is so frustrating. Oh no, they're attacking Guberman. They've decided against just hanging around. Oh dear, this can be the beginning of the end. This could be the absolute beginning of the end. We've already seen how quickly my army falls apart if I don't have the opportunity to heal every turn. So this could be a big problem for me. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Guberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Kapayobi Virani, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!